All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Let me make sure this is muted. Yeah. So it's Christmas Eve. I don't know. I don't know what the volume's going to be like today. Probably pretty low. I mean, I'll still stream anyway, but it's Christmas Eve. I don't think the volume's going to be great. What's up, Marquise? Nah, brother. I'm alright. I'm not sick at all. I just woke up, and so this is me rolling out of bed and still doing the stream. You know. Yeah, no stress, Tommy. No worries, brother. Oh yeah, I get it. But yeah, I just rolled out of bed. My kids don't have school today, and so I'm drinking my coffee now. I'll be up in a minute. What's up, Huguetes? No stress, man. Alright, coffee tastes good. Okay, so I'm looking at the cannabis stocks. There's MBEV, there's Cron here. Both of them take a pretty big hit. When was the last day? Friday, when the market was open. Still looking at AMD, it's down as well as NIO. Most of the stuff I'm watching today is down. But there's also like some outliers here, like MICT that is gapping up. It is tradable, I doubt. What's up, Abdul? Yeah, I don't trade Forex today, brother. I don't trade Forex at all, man. Yeah, MICT is not tradable, which was to be expected. MRIN is, though. But MICT is probably one of the better looking ones, to be honest. MRIN looks alright. APHA, ACB. SPY is down a pretty decent amount here. Looking at the SPY. And so we'll find some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to trade it. I have to find a good setup. Alright, so apparently Mitch is going to be here today. Let me get him all set up here. Oh yeah, Eric, if you're listening, brother, I got your message. Don't worry about it, man. I'll get it later, bro. Don't worry about it, man. I appreciate just the thought in general. Um, and Mitch, if you're listening, man, I'm getting you set up now. Hold on. I'm about to send it to you. Alright, so I should be good. Everything should be set up. I'm sending you the invite now, Mitch. For me, I mean anything that's tradable is shortable for me, Chi. And so while it might be on hard to borrow for other stock or for other for other brokers, for me on TEFs, it's shortable. I could short it if I want to. There you go. Yeah, man. I mean, if you look at the SPY, that's kind of what we get. Um, well, yeah. I mean, we just got a massive drop. I mean, just really this last month or so. This last 3 weeks has been pretty rough. Um, really, honestly, since the 18th has been the worst. So like the last few days, we broke under that big support level in the SPY on at about 260, and we just continued dropping here. We're down to 239, so it's not looking great. I'll say that. I mean, hopefully we get a rebound. I'm always kind of rooting for the market to rebound just because I want the economy to do well. But yeah, just not looking good. You know. Oh yeah, that makes more sense, Chi. Sorry about that, brother. Yeah, man, just woke up, so. But yeah, that does make sense, Chi. Yeah, but the past week or so, man, has been rough. The market's just been getting hammered. We'll see what happens to it. Like I said, I mean, I generally want the market to rebound, just because it's good for the economy. But I mean, at the same time, I think with the market down this much, I think it may be time to buy. But I don't know. Um, I'm not really a long term investor. Like like I love to day trade and everything like that, but I don't really fundamentally invest in anything. And so, just judging about how low the SPY is relative to what it was previously, I would think it would be a good time to buy, considering it's down so much. But it could obviously continue dropping. APDN, awesome. APDN is just it's a 35-cent stock. It's really kind of outside of my price range. It's just a little bit too cheap for me to want to trade. It's down a lot. What caused this drop from 60s? I mean, in the past 2 or 3 days, this thing's dropped. What is that? 65%. So I mean, it just depends on what caused that. You know. Still, like I said, I usually don't trade stocks under $1, just because I'm generally a short trader, and so there's a ceiling to how much I can make from these really cheap stocks. JD Outsiders, what's up, brother? Yeah, man, JD's moving a lot right now. Still gapping up some, from 2108 to 2140. And so technically it's gapping up. It actually closed, let me see, right here. So it closed right here. That's an interesting level to watch. ACOR. Yeah, I saw this one earlier this morning too. I mean, it's gapping some. Want to see a little bit more volume, but it doesn't look terrible. Let's see, this thing is that right here now. It's just, if you look at the daily chart, it's got a pretty bad daily chart. Like, it looks pretty weak right now. I mean, it's still up. It's up to about right here now, but the daily chart looks pretty weak, and so it just depends. It could very easily rebound today. It's kind of what I'm leaning more towards, just because it's down so much already. But I think it depends on what what the market does in general. Also looking at MRIN, I think a few people mentioned that this one was hard to borrow. Nice little VWAP bounces on Friday. But yeah, most of the cannabis stocks are down. I mean, most stocks in the market right now are down. GNW, TNX is up. DOVA. DOVA doesn't look bad. TKC, LXC. Yeah, it's just low volume. Alright, so Mitch should be coming here sometime soon. But yeah, the market's going to be back. So Wednesday, the market opens back up after tomorrow for the holiday, for Christmas. So Wednesday, full day in the market. We're back. Nice, AZ. Hey, good work, brother. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it all depends. I think the market's just down off of fear from the trade war we had with China, and so I think that's the reason the market's down. Um, I think we're doing some good stuff here. I think that the hemp bill was great, um, and so I could see the market rebounding some. It just depends. It really just depends on how things go with this trade dispute and if things ease up anytime soon. And so it all just depends. People are getting worried about the trade dispute with China, and I think that's causing the market to drop. I think once it gets resolved, the market's going to rebound back to around these levels here. But who knows? It could continue dropping. Like I said, I'm not really a fundamental investor, and so it's all just guessing, speculation. Yeah, I hope not, Sid. That would suck. What's up, pun? Good morning, man. No, no, I definitely agree, Sid. That typically that type of stuff is what causes, uh, yeah, a war to break out. What's up, Brian? Um, what's up, Jason? Good morning, man. Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve, brother. Um, no, I don't do any forex trading. Awesome. I'm just not. I've always said like forex is interesting to me. Like I'm interested in it and everything like that. I've never really learned it, and I mean, I think if I traded forex, I would never sleep because forex markets are open 24/7, and so I've never really traded them. I think if I ever did trade forex, like I said, I would stay up all night and never stop trading just because the market would constantly be open. But like I said, with that said, I have never really traded forex. Never bought or sold any foreign exchange. Appreciate it, Harrison. Thanks, brother. Nice, Brian. Hey, good work with that. I bet it is, man. That's what I know myself well enough, Sid, to know that, like, if I tried to get involved with forex, like, I would probably never stop trading. My wife would kill me. Like, I would be up at like 4 a.m. like trading. It would be terrible. And so I know myself well enough to just kind of stay away from it because it's open 24/7. It's like the stock market, but it never closes. And so, what's up, Abby? Good morning. Plus, I mean, I keep myself busy with trading stocks, and so I keep myself pretty busy with stocks in general. Yeah, we'll see what AMD does. AMD's down a lot. I mean, AMD dropped. AMD at one point this year was up to 34. Like if you look at AMD, I have to keep watching JD as well. But if you look at AMD, I mean, earlier this year, AMD was up to $34. It's at 1690s now, 1650s really. So AMD's taking a pretty big hit as well. You know, it looks weak on the daily chart, but at the same time, it's right around the support, and it's had a bunch of down days in a row. I think it could rebound soon, but who knows? Really have no idea. I think the volume's going to be pretty low today in the market in general. just because of it being Christmas Eve, and I think a lot of traders aren't here. And so, yeah, I'm going to watch some stuff. It has to be a good setup. I'll probably still take small sizing. I'm not going to trade anything big today. I'm not going to go big today with sizing. I think that I just need to take it slow. Be careful. You know, it's a low volume day. Just going to approach it slow. My watch list. Excuse me. Gotta catch my voice back. My watch list. Hold on one second. There you go. Still watching. Also watching JD. I feel like I should add that one. Somebody mentioned that one. It looked pretty good. Man, my voice is going out. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be back in like a minute, maybe. All right, I'm back. But yeah, man, we'll see what the market does today. I'm not getting my hopes up about the market being any good today. I think it's still going to be pretty slow and dull today. But we'll see what we get. Stream will probably be slow. Overall, we're probably just going to have low volume all around today. Let's see. Awesome says I hold trade for weeks. Yeah, man. I mean, maybe swing trading forex, but like I said, I just don't know much about it. You know, I've never actually traded forex, and so I don't really know how. You know, I'm assuming it's based off of catalysts and kind of like swing trading. Thanks, Ice Cold. Thanks, brother. Yeah, to you as well, man. Same to you, Eric. Merry Christmas, guys. All right, what do CEI? Ice Cold? Yeah, CEI, it looks like a split, right? Yeah, reverse split, heavy volume. We'll see what happens with it. I'm not opposed to looking at that one. APRI, who get this? What's up, brother? Merry Christmas to you as well. Who get this? KEM, Star Trader. Yeah, APRI is a little low volume. KEM looks okay. Appreciate the sub, WE. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, KEM doesn't look bad. Yeah. No, I talked. I said something to you already in the stream today. But yeah, no, don't stress it, Eric. Don't worry about it, brother. Just send it when you can. No rush, man. And I appreciate the thought in general. So, thanks, man. All right, so, I mean, realistically, I'm probably watching AMD, Cron, and BEV, the same ones I usually watch, just because at least they're moving some. I mean, they may be down some, but they're moving some. Probably watching MRI in as well. Had 3 green days in a row. Gonna look for this one to come back down some. We'll see. It's got a pretty big range as well. MICT looks okay. I can't trade it, but you might be able to, and it's gapping up nicely here from 86 cents to $1.24. And so MICT looks good. ACB, another cannabis stock. They're all down some today. We'll see if they rebound some. Yeah, I'm looking at UXIN as well. It had a red day, but it's been moving more than a lot of these other stocks, and so I'll probably keep an eye on it too. Oh. Yeah, hey, Mitch does have his hand up. Yo, what's up, Mitch?
Yo, what's going on?
What's
How
up,
we
man?
doing?
What's up, guys? All right, we got Mitch here today.
Merry Christmas Eve, everybody.
Yeah, man. What's up, man? Merry Christmas Eve, brother. What's up, Dex? Yeah, brother. You know we are committed to this, Dex. You know what I mean? Sacrifice, brother. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking probably as well, Dan. I mean, I'll keep the stream going, but I think the market's going to be really, really slow. If I do trade today, it's going to be with like really small sizing. I'm not about to risk any significant sizing, and I think people should be really careful today. I think that it's Christmas Eve, and a lot of traders are gone. I'm even going over to families in a little bit, and so I think that the market's going to be pretty dull. That's right, Jason. Yeah, Jason. I'm like commitment. I'm like commitment. Yeah, sacrifice. Really, it's like I'm addicted to trading.
Hey, man, if I'm going to go ahead and sit here and be looking at the market, one of the key things is if you go and sit, you're putting yourself at risk. So understand that it's not bad to trade today, but you got to make sure that you're trading a stock that at least has some volume, at least has some push.
And good risk reward.
And good risk reward. That's it. It's about setups. The key watch for me is going to be MRIN.
Yeah, MRIN. It's one of my main watches as well. They were talking about it earlier, saying it's on short sale restriction, which may make it a little tricky to trade. It's got a big range though. Moved up a lot. It's been up the last 3 days in a row. It's been green, and so that's with the market tanking as well. And so we'll see what it does today. I mean, we'll see if it continues, if it fails.
I think it has a strong upward trend line that I'm going to see break at 9. I want to see a down move to that 9. There's a support at 880. That's what I would like to see a bounce off of to tackle here. I already got my plan drawn out in this stock. A lot of times it's always going to be best if you already have those levels. And Marley is on the wines.
She's upset, man. She's upset, man. Yeah, I mean, MRIN, it's just up the last 3 days. If you look at the daily chart, let's see. It looks pretty extended on the daily chart. I can't remember what the catalyst was for this one. Um, I can look it up real quick. Let's see what the catalyst for MRIN is. I'm sure somebody will answer me in the chat before I actually get to look it up. Alright, so MRIN is up. Google deal. So it made a deal with Google. So even with tech stocks getting hit, MRIN gained a lot in the last few days. Announced a revenue sharing pact with Alphabet, which is Google. It's up 200% nearly since the market closed Monday. Yeah, it's just a deal with Google. I mean, that's legitimate news, you know. Especially for like a stock this cheap. If it makes a deal with Google, it's usually going to run up some. We'll see if it can hold these gains. HSGX. Yeah, look at this one. This thing gapped down from 45 cents or so all the way down to 5 cents, and now it's up to 15 cents. Interesting. Do I ever short stocks? Nah. I don't ever short. Honestly, though, MICT looks pretty good, but this one, man, I don't know. I wouldn't short this one. I'm just joking, though. I short every day. That's usually what I do. But MICT doesn't look bad either. I mean, it's gapping up from 86 cents, and it's gapping up from 86 all the way to $1.30. Yeah, I was just messing with you, ice cold. Yeah, man, I short every day. I don't ever go long. You know, the real question should be, do you ever long stocks? And really, the answer is no. I mean, I do on occasion, you know, but most of the time I don't. Oh, no, you're good, ice cold. I was just messing with you, man. I had to. I had to do it. What's a good broker to short? Um, I mean, most of them. You know, I mean, SureTrader has lots of shorts. I use TradeNet and Tefs, uh, which is like CFD trading, but it's kind of like a prop firm, and you know, it's a little different. Like you can't trade penny stocks on Tefs, and so from the look of it, you know, I don't know if he wanted to trade penny stocks, but that's what you know. There's not a lot of penny stocks on Tefs. Yeah, I've heard Centerpoint's good. IB, I've heard it's really good. Never used them. I just one. Usually it's just one, Eric. I try to limit myself to only one trade at a time, Eric. Like I try to only trade one. I only try to be in one trade at a time. Yeah, I mean, Webull has its uses. You know, like Webull is useful for like Webull is really good if you're one of those traders that like to really trade pre-market or after hours, but you like don't have a big account. I think that's where Webull is like really good for, because you can essentially deposit like $100 into Webull and actually trade pre-market and after hours, which is pretty rare. And so that's what I think Webull is good for. Zero commissions. You can trade in pre-market and after hours. You can deposit $100, because there's some traders that specifically like to just attack pre-market or attack after hours, and so I think that's what Webull is good for. But if you want like a zero commission broker that allows you to do it. All right, guys. MICT looks good, man. MICT is really one of my favorite ones today. I just think it's probably going to have, more action than some of these other ones. We'll see, but it's moving a lot, and a lot of volume in pre here. Let's see why MICT is moving. Try to look up some news really quick before the market opens.
Oof.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. Yeah, buddy. My son is having a breakdown because his sister won't let him play Mario Party with him. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Gotta go handle
Hold it
that.
down, Mitch. Hold it down, brother.
Gotcha, brother. All right, guys. How we doing? Gonna be looking to tackle this MRIN. Also, looking at NIO. APHA, also one of my top watch. All right, guys, looking at a nice support of 375 there for APHA. We're looking for that to come at. For MRIN, see a resistance there up there in the 980s. See rejection from there. Hard move down underneath 9 is what we want to see. I think this stock has great potential today, as it's very extended on the daily chart. And we'll look to tackle it today. All right, traders. Looks like we're going to be coming to kind of a wrap. 2018 hasn't been a bad trading year at all. One of the keys is definitely kind of establish a full trading system. I've been moving forward, teaching others to not essentially follow exactly what we do, but learn the system and how's it paying off. I know we have a couple traders that have gotten to the point where they're doing pretty good now. They've definitely changed their ways of trading and have learned how to get around the emotions, starting to make that move into being that consistent trader. And that's what we're trying to teach. Appreciate that, Dex. This year really was the first year that I kind of really got some streaks going, all the way up into a 14-day streak. 14-day streak was definitely one to do again. Trying to run it again. I had I think four streaks of over 10 days, and that's really what I want to get to, is having those kind of streaks. You can really have those streaks is really when you can step up in sizing and kind of take those big gains, kind of put it into your account and save yourself for when you're kind of going on the downside. One of the things I talk about in our class is that trading has a lot to do with cycles. You're going to have cycles where you trade really well and then cycles where you trade bad. The real key is learning that when your execution is off and you're not following your system, then you need to really kind of dial it back and find your system again. Believe in your trading system and not in your execution. Just follow the system.
All right, I'm back. Man, we got my son. We let our kids open up like one present early, and it was like a new game for their Switch. Does anybody remember Mario Party? It's Mario Party. Yeah, that was my game back then, man. But no, now it's like World War III over here.
Nice.
Battling about who gets to play first and whatnot. Yeah. Look.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Look, you can probably hear him right now. You hear him? He's over there just mad. I feel kind of bad. Yeah, he's just so mad right now. He's saying, I wanted to play Mario Kart, and my sister's not letting me play. He's 4, but he's mad, man. Well, I will say this about my son. He's very strong-willed, man. Like, he wants what he wants. Right, exactly, Sid. It sounds cute to us, man, but like he's like really stressing over there. It's like, hold on, I'll be back.
Come on, Hendrix.
Whoa. Cat knocking stuff down, bro.
Hold on a second, guys.
All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds until the market opens up. My wife's out here. My wife's like the captain, All right, there's the bell, guys. Market open. Market's open. All right, let's see what we get.
All right, here's the open. See what we get here.
Yeah, sorry. My son's still upset about not getting to play Mario Party with his sister. Yeah, his sister's 9, and so it's like, she's 9. She doesn't really. He's 4. All right, guys, we got MICT moving. We got AMD moving some. AMD's kind of break even right now. It went up and down. Uh, MICT looks to be dropping. MRIN not moving too much. Kind of low volume. NIO, look at NIO. NIO is starting to spike here. Let's see what else we get. I appreciate the sub, Kathy and Garav. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so we got AMD pushing up here. Yeah, I mean, from what I see, we have some stuff rebounding right now, which is kind of to be expected. I mean, the market's down a ton in the last few days, and so a lot of stuff is, probably going to be rebounding some. Mm. Oh, sorry, Garav. Let me switch to the intraday scanners. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, see that 9-10 crack here with some sizing here on MRN.
All right, there we go. We got the actual day scanners up here.
Yeah. It's interesting there for MRN, but it's way too early, and you can get caught in a nice pull back up to 950. It's kind of not the way you want to approach this strategy, as we haven't broken through the support.
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible, but it has that support at 9.
Weed stock's getting a huge bounce there.
Yeah, man, they're rebounding some. They were taking hits, so NBEV is probably looking pretty strong here. Cron 2. AMD too, a lot of stuff's rebounding. JNUG is up. MRIN's getting hit. Just broke onto that support. Looks interesting here for MRIN.
Good.
Kind of like I said, if you look at the daily chart on MRIN, it looks pretty weak.
I mean, I called this one out.
I'm sorry, it looks pretty overextended, is what I should have said.
Yep. I called this one out. It was my top watch. Made a big move there. I told you guys, breaking through those 9s, it was gonna stop where, guys? 880s. Called this one out pre-market. This is the one I'm watching. It looked good there in the 927s, 929s, but the risk was 40 cents there.
Looking for a fatal JD Dex. Let's see it. Yeah, look at JD drop, man. JD took a big drop. If it gets up to 2130s, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Risk of, if it gets up to, I'll show you guys. So JD, I kind of like what Dex's idea was. Like, if it gets up to 2130, you can essentially set a risk of about 2150 right here. So about a 20-cent risk. Your reward level could at least be down to 21. So it's still better than 1-to-1, but goal would be probably 2080. And so, what would that be? That'd be about a 50-cent reward with a 20-cent risk. So better than 2-to-1, 2.5-to-1. Doesn't look terrible. MRIN pulling back here to 916. So the scanner is used to just identify stocks that are meeting certain conditions. Like we have the high of the day scanner, which shows when stocks break the high of the day. We have breaking out on volume, shows when stocks are, as the name suggests, breaking out. And so it just kind of shows stocks that are meeting certain conditions in the market. Yeah, AMD spiked up. What are you thinking about MRIN here? I mean, it's got a big range.
Spread. Yeah, the spread needs to get a little tighter for me.
Oh, yeah. It's like a 15-cent spread right now, 14-cent spread. Yeah, no stress. Garav. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. It's just the spread, It's also where's risk, maybe 940 for about a 20-cent risk.
Trying to get in here at 920s.
Just be careful. The spread widened out.
Yeah. Not getting filled there yet.
No, they're not free. Awesome. These are trade ideas scanners.
I like that 20, but give me something around that 20.
The bid's at 03, yeah.
Risk is up there to 33s.
There you go. I mean, there's a 4-cent spread on it right now. But big spike up to 930.
Yep.
Right. That's Sid. That's probably the better way to explain it. It's like a radar. True. I like that
All right. It's
analogy.
hitting that wrist now. I wanted to turn around here. Let's see if there's a big order that comes in here and turns it around here. Haven't gotten in yet. Big order there going through at 9.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. It's a washout log at this point.
Yep.
See if it
Bread has opened up more than 30 cents.
Cents. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't trust that now.
Yeah, I'm not touching that thing, man.
I mean, it can come back down there, but I want to see a hard reject here. There's a huge amount of resistance there at 987.
Yeah, I mean,
so look for that.
We'll see what AMD does here. I mean, AMD broke out. If it pulls back down to 1685, it's just about where to set risk at this point. If it gets to 85, maybe 67, what would that be? About a 18-cent risk. Reward level could be up to 1720 though, so about a 40-cent reward. So it doesn't look terrible, but
77s maybe here for APHA here. Saw it reject off that resistance, which was at 95.
ACB. I mean, ACP pulling down here. I mean, if ACB gets up to 68, I don't mind a risk of like 72, 73, really tight risk. Maybe 74 max for a 7-cent risk. Reward level would be down. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe not the best risk to reward. Doesn't look terrible. It's down, but
55.
yeah, it's about I think I pay about $120. Yeah, it's right around $117 a month, Frank. That's about right. I mean, the only one I see, ACB, if it gets up to the VWAP here at 467, risk would have to be at about 72. That's still 5-cent risk for like a 7, maybe 8-cent reward. It's better than 1-to-1, but not by much. AMD pulled back here, you know. It's like a VWAP bounce. A little bit late for it, though. SPY dropped, and now it's going to rebound some here. Just about where's risk. So you got 58, 68 down to 58. So about 10 cents really. I guess you could set a 5-cent reward at 72 or so. If from 67 to 72. So not bad actually.
There's ACB.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm taking it pretty slow in this market. I'm not trying to go crazy here. What are the other cannabis stocks doing?
This was kind of the area I was thinking for APHA on a VBAT reject. It was going to be 77s here off of like 80. It was supposed to be, hold on. It's the pre-market.
I might take a small position here for ACB with like 100 shares just to see if we can let it work.
MRIN got above that resistance there. It's in the 10s, guys.
Man, look at JD. This thing just got hammered. Big. I'm in ACB with like 100 shares, tiny share size. I'm just trying to let it work, see what we can get from it. Just a little trade today. Like I said, I'm taking it slow today. I'm not about to risk anything major. Man, look at JD though. Yeah, this thing's getting absolutely hammered here.
I'm looking at MU.
Like I said, tight risk on ACB at 470 if it gets up to, or 472. If it gets up there, I'm out. I'm just in with 100 shares. I'm really not.
All right, guys, looking for a bounce here for MU to 30.05. 30.05 would be my entry. Risk would be 30.10. So 5 cent risk for a potential 25-cent reward. This is why I'm thinking about this trade, is the great risk to reward.
Yeah, you're talking about that risk of 30.15?
30.10. That first green candle that went up.
Yeah, I see that one.
That's probably where I would do it.
Right there.
Yeah, and I would want to get in slightly above 30. Ever slightly above 30 on a bounce. So keeping an eye on that one. Also, AMAT did kind of the same move right now, so that's why I'm kind of keeping it. AMD's in that same sector. It's kind of in that area.
Yeah, the market's breaking the lows here.
Yeah, the market's crashing a little bit.
Yeah, man.
I see these bigger stocks kind of taking a hit there.
It's been a pretty bad few weeks for the market, man. It's just been rough. Like, there's just been.
It hasn't been a rough week. It's been a rough
month, too.
Yeah. Rough, too.
Yeah, that was maybe a little. Right. Definitely been a rough month for sure with the market. Like I said earlier, it's just the trade dispute. When the trade dispute clears up, maybe the market will rebound, but who knows, man? I mean, it's down so much. Right, Sid.
You see, I see one that's kind of looks good, but on a day where you have no volume, you don't want to get caught. Definitely kind of shorting a stock that's extended on the downside, and then watch it just bounce up on you.
Right.
DVAX looks amazing for me. I could have made tons of money on Friday. Had to close my trade early, get back to work. But this looks beautiful. But at the same time, with that little amount of volume, it can really come back and hurt you.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
making that kind of trade on a day like today, at least.
yeah, for sure. You got to be careful days like today. That's why, like, people might get upset. Like, I'm taking tiny sizing. I'm just trying to just not horse around, just taking a trade, but definitely limiting myself today. Look at, if you want to see what a washout long is, MRIN is what a washout long is. You know, like, this is the exact, like, what I look for with the washout long. Some people call it red to green, but you can see downward move, pull back up, break this high, and then just a big run here.
Trying to get a bounce here in NIO. Trying to get a bounce here in NIO. NIO, I need a bounce. Probably up to that 604 mark. Nice bounce here.
Yeah, SPY's down a ton, man. Not a ton. It's down on the day. Tried to break under those lows, and now it's kind of sitting there. AMD dumped. Hey, yeah, Merry Christmas to you, James. You got a nice little $650 present, brother. Yeah, AMD giving it up. Breaking down.
Not bad, James. Good job. You know, that's one of the key things that you guys can kind of take, you know, is a lot of times, if I'm definitely not kind of, if we stop looking at it completely, there's a reason why we're not looking at it anymore. And that's because the bulls have taken control. And so if you can, kind of really take your assessment, if you're a long trader and we're kind of over it,
Right.
just use it to kind of get yourself in the right setup and then take it from there,
Right. If we're short traders and we ignore it, maybe a good long. But look at the
Kron turning
SPY.
around there. Kron turning around there. I'm
Yeah.
going to give it one more chance to kind of bounce up before I tackle that down. It looks short there, but not enough room there. CHRA going off, guys. CHRA.
MRIN continuing to drop here. It's down to 460. Could have taken bigger sizing. Just looking for 450s now. See if we can get down there. Like I said, today's just kind of a play day for me. Not a play day, but a limited day where I'm slowly.
A play date, bro?
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I said it, how it sounded. A day to take it slow.
Oh, there you go. There you go, James. It looks like you used that support there. You used that the resistance there at 890, right above that 880s. You saw it hold. Not a bad trade at all.
Nice, Desert. Congrats, brother. Hey, dude. Nice work, brother. You should feel good, man. Congrats.
It's definitely going to be one on watch. Just like it is for longs. This is a stock that started at almost 2 something and now is at $11 here.
All I'm saying is, look at the fade on the SPY, man.
I'm trying to get a bounce
fade
here.
on it, brother. Look at that fade, man. That thing faded nice for the SPY.
Hey, if you look at MU, I'm trying to get that bounce. I'm trying to tackle that bounce. It's going to bounce sometime.
Yeah.
Looking for a bounce here. AMD get down below it. Yep.
Yeah.
You look for maybe a VWAP bounce.
Hey, check out UXIN, guys. If you're a long trader, look at UXIN. That one is starting to really run here. UXIN, big spike for UXIN. It's up to 884s here. Look at this.
Woof.
Big spike.
Look like it's making that move towards that 904 resistance. 904. It's a big resistance.
I'm surprised we actually have that much volume right now. The SPY, yeah. I mean, I think with the volatility, though, in the overall market, if you look at the SPY, it's absolutely getting hammered right now. The SPY is getting hammered, And so I think with that, we have a little bit of volatility today, believe it or not, which is surprising. But if you understand that, markets plays off of volatility. And so when the overall market, like the SPY, is moving as much as it is today, then, we're going to get some moves in other stocks, too. ADIL halted. It's surprising though.
Trying to get a bounce here. Bounce here for APHA here. Want to see a bounce fail to get above that 485.
I'm looking at ACB. If it gets up to 466, I'm going to add to it. But like I said, I'm just kind of holding a few shares just to see what happens. It was good risk reward. It was about risk of 5 cents, reward of 10 cents, and it actually followed through all the way down to where I would have wanted to for ACB. But I'm just in with such small sizing. It's, I'm just going to hold it through. If it gets back up to 66, I'll add. Like I said, risk of 472 or so.
All right, I'm hoping for a bounce here in APHA, a move that's going to fake out to break out above 5. Then when it starts breaking down through that VWAP, we're going to see a nice breakdown as it's been trying to break out. This is his third move up there. Let's see what happens here. See if there's any big shares being bought up here. What's going on with the stock?
All right, we're up to 465. I'm going to go ahead and add another 100 there. On ACB. Now that it's back up to the VWAP, and see if we can get. I still got a pretty tight risk, but gonna see if we can get that wash back down, break those lows maybe.
Man, those big stocks, they're washing out big.
Yeah, man. It's just the SPY, man. Look at the SPY. The SPY's getting hammered. Again, it's down to 237s. And so, I mean, with the SPY getting hammered like that, the big stocks are going to start following it,
Yeah. I'm going to watch also NIO. NIO looks good here. Need that one to bounce up there to 6.
APHA bouncing off the VWAP pretty nicely there. Yeah, UXIN's pulling back some. And if I look at the chart on UXN, I drew some resistance at this 850 level, and it kind of pulled back some there. Appreciate the sub, Bill. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub, Steven. Thanks, man. Welcome, guys. SGBX. I think some people mentioned that one today. Let me look. SGBX. That's what it is. Just no volume for me. It's just not my style. Just not enough volume for me to really want to trade that one, to be honest. Just not my style.
I'm thinking maybe here, guys, trade for NIO here. Has to get above 6 so you can risk up to that 605. Looking for an entry would be 602, 603. Essentially, really, really tight risk. 10-cent move back down. Kind of an over-under move. There's APHA rejecting again at the resistance. That's kind of what I wanted to see here. Let's see if it can come back down and get cracking through that VWAP with some size here.
Look at AMD right now, brother.
Yeah, I knew AMD and MU were going to come back. I'm waiting for those to come back there.
It's back.
AMD's back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm looking also at the other ones in the sector, AMAT and MU.
Yeah.
But AMD came back really quickly there.
Yeah, it did.
Not a bad one there. I would like it at 90 or 91. Then you could risk all the way up there to that 1706.
Yeah, looking at JD. JD has to get a little farther for me to consider it, but it's got a big range. But if it pulls back there, I mean, you still got a tight risk of about 2050 or so. It just depends.
It's like AMD was dead on.
I know, man. That rejection, brother. It looked good.
Yeah, I was looking at the other stocks. I didn't really like how this one held up too much in 17s. I like more the hard rejection I got from MU and AMAT, but they didn't come back. That's their problem. What else?
Supply continues to crash here, man. It's kind of scary. I mean,
we talked about this move. We talked,
right. It broke under that support at like 2050s, 2060s.
Yeah, and we said that if it did that, what was going to happen, guys? It was going to get momentum. Breaks those daily supports. What ends up happening? It broke those 254s. It's all the way down to 237s, man. This is a big down day. Big week. Essentially from the 14th to right now, we've been in a down plummet.
100%. Yeah, the market's just been getting hammered.
Hit hard. These are the days where, those triple leverage stocks, ETFs, they're getting probably hit.
Pretty bad.
Yep. All right, let's see what happens here with APHA here. Let's see the sizing that it gets in there.
There goes the market, man. Look at the SPY. Wow. I'm just kind of watching the SPY tank here, man.
Yeah.
236s.
One of the key things is trying to find stocks that are actually fighting against. There's reverse ETFs.
UXIN, JNUG,
SPXU,
MRIN. Those are all getting hit, or those are all running.
Yeah, look at the one that's kind of ultra short. It's I think it's 8 times or 5 times leverage. SPXU. That thing's going up.
Yes, Sean. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, Sean was calling out saying the rejection. Yeah, this is one we mentioned too. This VWAP rejection. It already followed through some here, um, but it's a little too late for us to take it. I'm just toying around with my ACB trade. I'm in with tiny sizing, so I'm not, you know, super worried about this one either way. Um, we'll see
All
if we
right.
get
It's
some
going to be
calm down
interesting
here.
here on APHA. We really developed a bullish pattern here, guys. This is the bullish pattern, a 1 minute pattern, though. It's trying to break out above that high right now. Let's see if it can break out through above that 92 and get through into the fives, or if it's going to reject here. I can see a strong reject here,
Look at MRIN.
and we're going to see a hard down move through 480. That's what I would like to see.
MRIN starting to spike up. May start testing the high of the day here, guys, on MRIN. It's up to 11 now. Just broke the high of the day. There it goes.
It's got scooped. This is what I call chat room pumping. I wouldn't be surprised if you see today someone made $60,000, $80,000.
Yeah,
Reason being is when the spreads are like this, if you chat pump, you're gonna be able to break those spreads like it did right there, 40 cent, 30 cent spreads. And so
there it
by
goes.
him, people can kind of get on the bid here and sell on the ask, and that's what's happening here, guys. We get kind of what we call both side trading.
Hey, nice, James. Congrats, brother. Happy for you, man. Killing it, brother. Killing it, man. Good work.
There you go, James. Glad you're able to learn and stay with us, brother. The reason why you stuck around, I guess, looks like it's working out for you.
Yeah, you as well, James. Have a Merry Christmas, brother. You got a nice Christmas present for you now.
Yep, definitely. All right. Yeah, AMD was a nice one.
Look, there goes MICT tanking.
There's APHA getting above the resistance there. Keep an eye on yours.
ACB.
APHA just broke out. So gonna watch to see if Kron's gonna do the same thing here.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at JD, although JD risk would have to be at 2050, although it's still pretty tight risk reward with a reward target of like 1930, so it's still pretty big risk reward for JD. It's just about what it does at 2050. I feel like it could at least get up to 2058 or 2060 if it does squeeze up there. And so the risk is still relatively small, but the setup doesn't look terrible, you know. ACB is just kind of choppy and slow. I was hoping it would get hit with the rest of the market, but it's kind of one of the outliers. MICT getting hit. JD bouncing back some here.
Looks like Kron's getting some strength here. Looks like it might break out above 10 here.
I hope not.
Yep, Kron looking strong there. It's
Yeah.
breaking out of the trend.
Honestly, if ACB gets over 470 here, I'll probably jump out, especially if Kron and some of the cannabis stocks start to run up here.
Yeah, you need to see a quick reject here. A quick reject will help you though.
Right. But
I think essentially, I mean, your trade is very, very risk tight. It's not, even if
yeah.
it breaks out, it's not going to be 30-cent breakout or anything.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just holding it to 470. I'll let it work, but I'll let it test that previous high. I'm not going to hold it to 470. I'm going to hold it to about 471, maybe 472. Let it test this previous high right here. If it breaks that previous high, I'm just going to jump out of it.
Marley, you can't be eating treat, bro.
Marley's like, it's Christmas Eve, man. I do what I want. You know?
Yeah. So he's puking up that tree and then there's Kron testing. I'm not liking it. I'm going to be looking for MU to get up to the VWAP here. It's going to be about a 20-cent risk, but a potential for 60 cents on the profit. So we're going to have to change risk to about 300 shares here.
All right, here's 69s on ACB. It's trying, man, but definitely if ACB breaks this 70 level, I got to be careful. It's up to 70 now. Don't want to get caught in a big bullish run here on that high of the day break. It's looking pretty strong here to be honest. I like this confirmation in this move. We'll see if it can hold here and actually continue to get rejected at that previous high of 470 for ACB. You know, at this point, it's really confirmed that risk level, and so now just a really easy trade to follow. You know, it's going to try to test 470. If it breaks over it, I can get out for a little baby loss. I tried, rebounded.
Trying to get in here on MU on this bounce here. Let's see if it gets up there to my levels here.
I think we're going to get a push up here. All right, I'm out. All right, $16 loss. Small loss. I wanted to take it slow with this one. You know, if I made a mistake with this one, I think it's not getting in full sizing on this first move, because it's like if I could have gotten in with 200 shares at 470, I could have taken that partial at the low of the day like I wanted it to. And I decided to add when it got back up to the VWAP, which I'm not really against, but if I would have preferred to get in with full sizing on that first move. But yeah, now it's starting to squeeze up. This was the move I was trying to avoid, so I think it was a good exit. I stuck to my levels. That's all I can really do.
All right, there's two that you can look at now, brother. If you want to see MU or AMAT,
I'm done for the day, man. I'm not gonna trade anymore today. Just because it's Christmas Eve. I wanted to get in that little trade. It didn't look terrible, and it followed through. But
NIO looking interesting also maybe here.
yeah, NIO doesn't look bad.
MU and AMAT don't look bad either. They just need to get to the VWAP. Especially if you like AMD. I think like MU and AMAT, same sector, they kind of move very similar, same price range.
Right. Am I shutting down early? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the market looks like. I'm gonna try to limit myself with any more trades. I think for me as a short trader, some stuff is starting to rebound. And so, with that said, I don't know if I want to risk getting in anything else.
I'm just waiting and waiting, being patient here.
Really, it's probably the right move.
I'm trying to wait until the market kind of gives that first move, you know. I feel like we kind of got a little fake out there with the weed stocks, and I could still tackle some of these, you know. MU, it's interesting here, there, but I take my entries at VWAP. I really don't want to take an entry
Hold
here,
on, buddy.
then have to stop out right above VWAP. So
Hey, I'll be right back. Hold
go ahead.
Down.
Oof, Tiva looking interesting. Bounce there in Tiva maybe. Let's see. We need to bounce to the 83s, 84s. All right, looking for MU to get back above that VWAP here. Also thinking about Tiva there, but not really seeing too much.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Desert. Nice work today, brother. Merry Christmas, man. Nice work today, brother.
Not getting up there. The only one that's looking good right now is NIO, but I think that one needs to bounce a little bit more. 604 is my entry on that one. 603, 604.
I actually kind of like it with a 605 risk right here.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a five the kind of 1.5 trade. It's not the worst trade at all.
I mean, think about it like this, right? It's right around the VWAP now. It's also right around the whole dollar where it has some resistance. It has this bottom right here. And so 605 looks like a tight risk area, so that's 5 cents. And then from 6 down to 584,
All right.
585 would be about a 3 to 1.
Pushing I'm pushing here trying to get in on Tiva. 82s is what I'm looking at. I see that downward push through the support. If it makes a bounce to the VWAP, I'll definitely get in there, risk off of that 87, 88 mark. So 6 cent risk for a nice kind of 13 cent gain.
I mean, it's faded like what, 3 times already this morning? Twice? 2 or 3 times?
I mean, it just went slightly above the VWAP for me. I don't know if your VWAP's a little higher, but
Right, I got you up. I got you pulled up.
oh no, I don't have it on there. I have it on the other one, but
Uh,
I'll take. Yeah, I have it on the one to the right.
I
It's
still
the
got
thing
you up.
about four screens. It's all over the place. I was looking for MU to get to that 2960, but
Honestly, it's a spy.
still fighting. NIO looking interesting now, really. Starting to take that downturn. I see the big sizing in there. There's some big sizing got through there at 6,000 shares, then at 598, 15,000 shares, 596, 5,200 shares.
Yeah, there goes ACB. This is why I got out of it. I'm happy with my exit. I don't think ACB was a bad trade. I think the risk reward was decent, but I'm glad. I'm happy with my exit for sure because it spiked up to almost 480 after I got out of it. So, kind of why you use the chart to determine your risk, and I think that 470 level 470 was good for risk. I'll take it. But yeah, Wednesday I'm going back to big sizing. I think since I've been using smaller sizing since Xmas rolled around, it's been a. Last week was really kind of a break even week. A lot of break even days last week. This week, I just gotta go back to bigger sizing as long as the volume's there for Christmas.
I'm kind of in that wait to take your swing mode right now. ADIL moving up, guys. ADIL trying to break that daily resistance, getting above. Could get some momentum there. There you go. ADIL getting some.
Yeah, I've heard a few people talk about ADIL this morning. The market continues to tank here, guys. Like if you look at the SPY, it continues to fall down to 235s. But yeah, ADIL spiking. ADIL here. Let me look at the daily chart. This may be. I'm looking at ADIL on the daily as well as what's the other one? MRIN. I mean, MRIN, the daily chart looks just super extended. And I know it had a deal with Google, but look at this move on MRIN. Just a crazy move, man. MRIN is up over 100%. Ugh, they don't sell options for MRIN. That sucks. or ADIL. Man, those are two I was looking to buy some put options for. We got the market rebounding some here. I mean, I don't know if it's done, but I think long term it's going to come back down some. That's just my speculation, though. It's kind of one of the strategies I have with swing trades. Is like I buy like a put option on a stock I consider overextended, let it work for a month, come back down, pay me some, because usually stocks like this come back down. It's just you never know. I mean, it could continue running. It had a legitimate catalyst with the deal with Google. But it's up so much already, and the daily chart looks really extended, and so for that, I kind of look for it to come back down some, but we'll see.
All right, guys. MU getting kind of up there now, getting near those levels that I want to kind of tackle this.
Appreciate the sub, Nima. Welcome. Appreciate it. Hey, at least it wasn't a coulda, did, shouldn't, Sid. You know what I mean? Yeah, big hoss. Spies rebounded some here, but that first little fade on the spy was pretty good. Appreciate the sub, X. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna call you X. It's easier. Oh yeah, Mitch. Do you want to do our Christmas giveaway thing that we talked about?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, yeah, we'll be giving away one membership today for our classes. And so when I say something, yeah, appreciate it, X. Thanks, brother. When I say, I'm gonna give you guys a number to type in. The first one to type in the number gets it.
I might miss this entry by 5 cents. Have my order out there right there at 65. It's gonna kill me if it's 5 cents and I don't get into this.
Yeah, it's just the fairest way, I think, Isaac. It's the fairest way. No, I'm not. It's not a random number. I'm gonna tell you the number to type in, and then the first one to do it. Everybody's trying to guess numbers now. I didn't mean by that. It's gonna be a single-digit number, and I'm
telling
gonna
you.
say it randomly.
Should have taken that 60 originally with that 20-cent risk. Tried to get too tight with 15-cent risk.
All right. You ready, guys? The first one to type in the number 8. Let's see who's gonna win it. I just said it. First one to type in the number 8 gets it. Big hoss. Big hoss, brother. You won. Good job, brother. Yeah, Big hoss got it. Oh, were you Enduro? Let me see. Yeah, Big Hoss was it. Big Hoss won. Everybody say they beat Big Hoss. Let me see. I mean, I could just show you guys what I see on my screen here. We've got a conspiracy going on. Let me see. A lot of people typed in numbers. On my end, it's showing Big Hoss was first. Like, look, I could show you guys, just so you can see.
All right, guys, I'm short there on MU.
Yeah, this is what it's showing me, guys. So this is the order. Big Hoss was first. Like right when I said the number was 8, Big Hoss won it. Sean came in second, and
All
Sid.
right.
All right, so yeah, email me Big Hoss at email is this.
All right. Looking to take some right here. Okay. Paid myself a little bit there, guys. Got myself $17 there, guys. Now let's let this trade work a little bit. See if we can get down to the next level, which is going to be those 28s.
Oh wait, are you in this trade? Oh, you are in this trade.
Yeah, man, I'm nailing on it.
Oh, good. What were you in with 500 shares?
No, 300. I had to limit it down because of the risk size. I wasn't going to risk 20 cents with 500 shares.
I don't blame you.
Much risk today.
Yeah.
So I had to take first profits here. Trying to see this next breakdown to the next support, which would be that 30.28 mark.
Look at MRI in with that VWAP bounce, man. Beautiful. The SPY may be pulling another fade here. I appreciate all the new subs. DJ XIE. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, if it's your first time joining us, we day trade live on stream every weekday morning. And so we day trade live on stream every weekday.
Look at the VWAP fade in the SPY.
I know, that's what I just said. The SPY might be pulling a fade. It looks good, man. You know, the SPY fading. You know. And so with that said, if the SPY's fading, you can look at all the bigger stocks like MU, you know. All right, Sean. Later, brother. Have a good Christmas, man. Oh. I don't know why I did that to you, though, Mihail. It shows Mihail. I mean, Mihail showed me a picture saying he was first, and he kind of was. But the problem with it is that it rejected Mihail's comment for some reason and didn't actually post it. Like you can see the red dot, the red thing next to it on the left, Mihail. Like that's why it didn't. Email me, Mihail. Just email me at or Discord me, brother. Here, I'll talk to you. All right, Enduro. Have a good day, brother.
All right, putting out an order to cover another 100 shares here, guys, at 32. 32.
Hey, $3 gain is a gain, brother. Don't stress it. Yeah, it's kind of been a weird, not a weird. Somebody got on to me for saying weird. It's kind of been it's been a break even few weeks. It's kind of funny how it goes though. It's like for like 2 months, I'm averaging one losing day a week, and then like right when I scale up, it turns into break even. You know, 2 break even weeks really. I think last week I ended down a small amount, But with the share sizing I'm using, it's okay. And it's one of those things where it's a transitional few weeks. I gotta just continue using that bigger sizing, and it may be a losing week or two, but eventually it'll even itself out. MU's looking good for you.
Yep. Again, this move down to 35s here.
100% agree, Desert. I think
It's
MRI.
33s. It's 32s. I got it. All right. Got the profit taken there, guys. All right. There you go, guys. Now I paid myself $43. I'm 23 in the realized here. Looking to get down to the low of the day.
Yeah.
The low of the day is going to be down here to that 29.20, or we can look to get even down to that 29.04. I'm going to go depending on the SPY. Normally don't do this, but with the market being down so much, I want the SPY to continue. The SPY wants to get down to that low. I'm going to let this stock try to get to the low.
Right.
If I see the SPY kind of bounce and get above that VWAP, I'll go ahead and I'll get out of this trade. Definitely the rest of the shares are going to be break even. If we do add, we will add our shares below our break even price, and we can get up there to 29.65.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so Dex, so that's probably the single biggest mistake people make when they first start using TEFs. Like, it happened to me so much, Dex, where it's like, this is what typically happens, right? You have an order out there already, and so when you try to get out of the trade, it tells you either you don't have an order, there's no position to cover is usually what it says, or it just doesn't let you get out of the trade. Most of the time, it's like you said, when you have a pending order that you haven't canceled and you kind of feel stuck in the trade. It happened to me. If you watch some old videos when I was just starting to use TEFs, I would be like freaking out in the trade, not knowing why it would let me out, and so it happens. Oh, no, you're good, Isaac. What's up, brother? Hold on one second, man. Let me look at it. AMD testing the low of the day, but AMD is below low of the day. Wait for a bounce or go jump one short.
Bounce.
Bounce is it's typically what I would do. Like, see, right? Like this is just with my strategy, Isaac. Like I said, I'm not an investment professional, not liable for any losses people take. You always have to make your own assessment of the market. But with that said, like one of my older strategies was just to jump in short as soon as it broke the low of the day. And like what would happen a lot of times when I did that was it would bounce up. And so I started to learn that getting in short on the bounce would give me way better risk reward. It would help me minimize my risk a little bit. And that way, even if it gets back down to the low of the day and bounces again, I'm still in the green. But like if you jump in short right at the low of the day and it does bounce like it does a lot of the time, you know, it's just a riskier trade if that makes sense. And so with these type of plays, I typically wait for a bounce. You know, like with the trade I usually do, like my main strategy is a VWAP fade. So like typically when this happens, I wait for a bounce back up to the VWAP, and like that's where I enter, and then I can use the previous like high up there at 1690s as my risk is what I would typically do with this trade. Right, exactly right. Like a lot of times you're going to get a bounce like a fake out there. So I think it's just a safer way to approach it is to, if you're going short, wait for a bounce back up to say the VWAP area or the next like support or resistance area. I'm not saying it won't just tank here because it very easily could just drop and continue falling. But it's just about minimizing the risk in the trade. And like I said, with me, I typically prefer to wait for a bounce back up there before I approach it that way. Also, guys, tomorrow is the last day for the TradeNet sale. TradeNet has their Christmas sale going on right now. But if you go through my link, it's actually a little bit cheaper than on their actual website. So I think my link gives you 25% off, I think, for the intro package. And so you get it for, I think, $375. It may be $400. It may be only 20%. But like I said, the sale ends tomorrow. And so if anybody's interested in using the broker we're using, you can go through my link and, you know, I make a small commission from it. It's one of the ways I always keep this live stream free. And so if you're already interested in signing up and you want to help support the channel, you can go through our link, and we definitely appreciate it.
Right, guys, looking for a bounce into 50 here. If I do get a bounce to 50, I'm going to add my shares back and take a swing here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Todd. I saw you texting me, brother. Just to answer your question though, like I'm back testing a few different setups. The last one I really back tested was fades and bounces on volatility ETFs was the last strategy I was back testing. It didn't show as promising results. as I would like to see, and so I'm kind of moving on to different strategies at this point. Um, Realistically, I'll probably start back testing like a rejection play coming up, like a VWAP rejection. And I've back tested it some before, but I just want to see how viable it is in this recent market. And so that's probably the next one I'm going to be back testing. I try to take it one at a time. I don't try to back test too many different strategies at once. And so I kind of just try to take it slow and do it one at a time just so I can really focus on the strategy I'm back testing at that point. What's your new strategy, Todd? Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a meticulous and long process, but it's worth it for sure. Like we had a few classes on back testing, and I think it just kind of shows like you can not only does it show you the accuracy rate, but it shows you the conditions that need to be there for your strategy. And I think for that, it really kind of shines, and it's really beneficial. Look at APHA, man. Look at APHA starting to go. Like I like the MRIN, and it's bouncing off the VWAP numerous times. But
Yeah,
look,
kind of don't mind seeing the wheat stocks get a little ramp up again. Give us some play later on.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I took a little swing today, and it was kind of a fail with what was it, ACB. But at the same time, I really don't think it was a fail. Like I stuck to my levels, and like that's all I can do. I stuck to my risk pretty tight, followed my plan, and it just didn't work out. Kind of how it goes.
All right. Gotta be smart here to stay close. Like that bounce. I want to see this reject on the SPY.
APHA, I don't know if it's better than Cron. I mean, I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I just see APHA, it's up a lot right now. Let me look at the daily.
Let's see if the 40s get hit hard here.
APHA is still pretty extended on the downside, though. And so, I don't know. I would look for it for kind of a options play, but like I said, it's just pretty low on the daily.
Here's
still.
the 40s. Where's the sizing? Let's see the size. Need to see the sizing come in on the level 2. Small volume followed by big volume. That's what we always look for. Where's the big volume? We want to see it right here. Show us that hard rejection. There's some volume that went through there at the 40s. Wasn't too big. It's like 1,000 shares. That 45 has been a level that's been hit hard on the shorters. So that's the level that I'm looking at right now. See if right here it just gets kind of rejected hard at 45 and takes a downturn to those 30s.
Hey,
Real key is the SPY is getting above that VWAP.
yeah, TradeNet's my broker, Isaac. Here's the thing, like TradeNet is good, in my opinion, for traders that are trading with smaller sizing, specifically less than 1,000 shares or less, who can short stocks. But like it's not good for penny stocks. And so it just depends on what you're looking for, Isaac. I like TradeNet. You want to definitely research it. It's good for me because like my sweet spot is kind of stocks in between like $7 to $20. And there's lots of those available to trade, and anything that's tradable is shortable. And so I like it for that reason. And if you're using 1,000 shares or less, the commissions are pretty cheap, especially if you're using like 500 shares. And so it all depends on what you're looking for specifically, Isaac. I'm not one of those guys that kind of mindlessly promotes any broker. I think they all have their uses and they all have their pros and cons. You know what I mean? And so it's like if you don't like trading penny stocks, if you don't trade penny stocks and you're a short bias trader who likes to trade kind of the same stocks in my price range, then it might be good for you. You know what I mean? But if you're a trader that likes to, only trade penny stocks or only trade stocks under $5, it's probably not good for you. So it just depends on what you're looking for, Isaac. The good thing is there's no PDT rule.
Ooh, NIO looks good, dude. NIO is still looking good. It's near that area that I was really looking for. Was that 604? All right, got to be careful here, guys. It's going to approach my level here, guys. Want to hold 60s. 60s is going to be my out here. Above 60s, I gotta watch out there.
But yeah, if you are interested in checking it out, Isaac, I just posted the link there. But yeah, you're getting squeezed up. What's your risk now, Mitch?
60,
Okay.
61. But
Yeah.
I don't want to see 60s go through and then volume follow it. You see that 107? There's a reason that 107 is showing up there.
60.
Oh, let's see what sizing comes in here. Let's see that hard rejection there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean it's $400 to play with 14,000, but your max loss is still at 700, and so I mean you're still getting 300 extra dollars to lose essentially. But there you go.
Yeah, I'm out there.
That was a good
Took
trade
my
though.
$38. I can see it hold 65, reject here, and coming right back down. So I'm going to stay in this trade, guys. I could still make some more money in this. I really think this stock is coming back down to that 29.20, but there's no reason to risk for me to lose that gain. I'm going to use that house money to set myself up, and I got $38 in the bank. It's time to be smart and use it the best way. I did kind of have that resistance called out there at 65, but it's part of it is that you have to decide if you're going to be holding to your same risk there.
Yeah, good trade though, man. It was still a nice trade. This is the beautiful thing about the strategy that Mitch and I use, right? Like the beautiful thing about it is that if you get in at the right spot, you can take partials and protect yourself in that trade. To even if it rebounds like it did here with MU, you're still relatively safe in that trade. And so it's a good way to approach the strategy. I definitely like that way, the way we approach it. But the market's overall starting to rebound some. But yeah, with that said, I'll probably end up closing it down today. It's 10:30 market time, and I hope everyone has a good holiday. Everybody also go check out Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is cool enough.
Yeah, definitely check out Trade Ideas. I know they're going to be having some good specials coming up also. So if you go through our link, you get a little discount there.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice reject there off 65s. But
yeah, Trade Ideas.
One more touch.
Trade Ideas really makes my mornings easier, and they're cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. And so I really like Trade Ideas. This is Trade Ideas scanners here. Like I said, the Christmas sale for TradeNet is ending tomorrow, and so if you are one of those that are trying to get it while the sale's going, there's the link one more time. Everybody have a happy holidays, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys back Wednesday morning, same time as always. So good luck for the rest of the day. Isaac, man, if you have any questions, brother, just email me, man. My email is beginnertrading. Here, I'll post it at gmail.com. And so anybody, if y'all ever have any questions, hit me up. There's my email. I'll do my best to help you. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. We'll see you all a little bit later. Go check out Trade Ideas, and if you're interested in TradeNet, you can check that out. Appreciate all the love and support. Have a happy holidays. Congrats to Big Hoss for winning the month of free membership. So congrats, brother. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. I don't think Mitch is streaming. Mitch, you're going to be streaming?
No, I don't think I'm going to be streaming. I think I'll just focus on nailing this last trade here, getting on out of here.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Later. Have a good day. We'll see you all a little bit later.